everybody. So, today I have to do my Stephen King unboxing because mailman Gary just stopped by with a package from Canada. This is a Canada Post to USPS. I got these they were from Ontario, looks like. So that's pretty fun. But yeah, this should just be a giant fucking box full of Stephen King paperbacks. So let's see if we can open it somehow. I got a seam up here on the top, so I guess we will attack it from there. Can't really do it like on camera because I cut myself. This is heavy as shit, and I am already a pretty clumsy person. But I think, okay, here we go. Oh my god. That is shoved full. This should just be a bunch of like Stephen King paperbacks, cool old editions that I love. I've got this cool little old edition of Desperation. I actually have a hardcover of Desperation, I believe. I think it's behind me. Yeah, it's right back here. This guy. This is the style that I originally read Desperation in. When I borrowed it from like my school. I think my English teacher actually gave it to me because she knew I liked Stephen King. She's like, read this. I was like, okay. So I got this. I've got Danse Macabre in this edition. Yeah, most of these books I already have. I think I have all these books already, but I just wanted some of these editions, so that's just why I got this. I got this edition of The Gunslinger, which is really cool. It's like a mythical adventure by the Grandmaster. Volume 1, The Gunslinger. I love the side there. This just has given me more kind of classic fantasy vibes than most of the copies of The Gunslinger give me. I believe this is probably going to be the original version and not the rewrite, so that should be interesting. But yeah, got this. God, did I cut I think I cut myself a little bit, so that's super fun. I've got this copy of Dead Zone. Again, I think this is the original copy that I read, because I've had so many copies of Stephen King books enter and leave my hands over the years, whether that be from the library or whether it's just because I had a bunch of copies of them. But this. Okay, we've got this copy of Misery, which is kind of your classic copy of Misery. I actually don't have a copy of Misery anymore because I got rid of my other copy because it was the kind of 2000s edition that I just really don't care for those copies. But I will keep this one after I reread it, of course. Got this copy of Rose Matter, which I have, I believe, this exact copy, and I did keep it because I do really love this edition. Because I like the 90s editions probably the most out of, I don't know, I do like the new ones that are coming out with. The new ones are pretty cool too, but I do like the 90s. I've got the cool old edition of Salem's Lot. Again, do I have this book? Yes. I have this edition. Yes. It's the one that's got like stuff from like the movie on it. But I do, again, I love this cover. I love it so much. I've got this copy of The Drawing of the Three, which I also already own. To be fair, I really only spent $8 for all of these. The real price in this came in the shipping it from Canada. Got this copy of Nightmares and Dreamscapes, which I believe I used to have. I don't think I kept this copy because I think it was falling apart. I used to have a copy of this one, but it's falling apart. This is a short story collection. Looks like we got something in there, like a harder piece of paper. So yeah. Got a random guy in there. That's interesting. That's the only one. Weird. This is a short story collection. This is one of the few short story collections that I have not read 1,000 times, so that'll be interesting. Okay. We got this copy of Skeleton Crew, another short story collection. I love Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew is probably my favorite Stephen King short story collection, so happy to have another copy of that. It's a weird, I don't remember it being this color, so that's a interesting thing there. All right, we've got the 90s edition of The Long Walk, and this is a book that I have been wanting. Oh, it's in such good condition. This is a copy that I've been wanting for the longest time. If you've been around for any amount of time, The Long Walk is my favorite book of all time, and I've never been able to find this exact edition, and I have always wanted. I mean, obviously, the one that I want the most is the Bachman edition, but that is very pricey. But this is like a good second thing because it's just so cool. I just love it so much. Love it so much. Got this copy of the Dark Half with the sparrows on the front here. Never seen this one actually. That's kind of cool. I've actually never seen this cover. I know it's your typical 90s edition where I love, they all have colors on the side, but I've never seen, yeah, I love The Dark Half, one of my favorite Stephen King books. Let's see, oops. Ooh, we've got Thinner in the Stephen King writing as Richard Bachman. I actually have a hardcover that just says Bachman on the front. It doesn't say anything about Stephen King. But again, Thinner is one of my favorite Stephen King books. I think it's so cheesy and fun. I love it. We got this. This is Book of the Dead, which is terrifying all original fiction by Stephen King, Robert R. McCammon, Ramsey Campbell, and others. So this is a couple of different, I believe, stories, and one of them is by Stephen King, Home Delivery, which I have never heard of. So that's interesting. Just a random little short story collection of some horror here. So that's pretty fun. Forward by George Romero, so that's super cool. Yeah. All right, got Dolores Claiborne. I've never seen this edition either. I like how they did the name here. Dolores Claiborne is a fantastic novel. It's one of the ones where Stephen King got kind of literary on us, and it turned out really well. So happy to get another copy of that one. I've got another copy of The Gunslinger that I've never seen before because there's 7,000 different editions of this book. But again, this is a Book of the Month Club selection. It's a Book of the Month Club book. That's fun. Again, this one does look more kind of typical fantasy than other copies of The Gunslinger do. So that's super cool. Oh, I've got this cool old orange edition of Different Seasons. Never seen this one before either. I love it though. I think my only copy of I do have a hardcover somewhere in the book wall, I think, but do love Different Seasons. This is I love how orange it is. I like that a lot. I got this, your typical old edition of Pet Sematary. Super fun. Pet Sematary is one that I enjoy, but has never been one of my favorites, but I always enjoy rereading it. Okay, we've got another copy of Different Seasons. See, this is the one that I've seen before. This is the kind of the cover that my hardcover has, where it's black. The orange one I've never seen before, and it's another Book of the Month Club pick. Is that might be what it is? I don't know. I know that Book of the Month used to be have more like, it wasn't always the big fancy hardcovers that we get now. But either way, this is the one that I've seen more often, is the black one with that design on the front. Firestarter, and that's a nice, cool old paperback. I just love how old pulpy horror these paperbacks look, because I mean that's what Stephen King is, really. I think I've got a hardcover with no dust jacket for this one, so this one might be replacing as my main copy of Firestarter. I've only read this one once, which is big for Stephen King. I've only read it once. Okay, we've got a copy of The Wastelands. I don't think I have this edition. I think I only have the Wasteland. I have one in a tall paperback with illustrations, and then one the 2000s edition. But happy to get this. Might have it. I don't know. I have so many fucking books, you guys. I don't know. We got another copy of the Bachman books. Oh, I only have it in hardcover. I've got two hardcovers of the Bachman books. One of them has no dust jacket and was like my baby, is like held together with duct tape and hope. The other one is all fancy, has a dust jacket and everything. If I can see that, yeah. This is my fancy copy of the Bachman books. And now I've got a paperback as well. So that means Aurora gets to reread Rage. Oh, yes. I really like Rage. I think Rage is so much fun. Fun is maybe a bad word to describe it, but I still think it's fun. Okay. Then, where did my phone go? I don't know. We'll figure it out there. Then I've got 4 Past Midnight in paperback, which I believe I have one of these, but love the novella collection. We've got Needful Things. Oh, this is the exact paperback copy that I have of Needful. I have a couple paperback copies of Needful Things. This is one that I call one of my favorite Stephen King books, but I've only read once. But this one, what I remember about this one is that the build-up was insane, and then it just blew up so beautifully. I loved it. All right, we got, nice copy of Night Shift here. Night Shift is another really fun. I really like his older short stories more because they're just so fucking off the wall. But this is a cool copy. I don't believe I have anywhere near it, so that should be fun. I've got another copy of Night Shift. This one, that's like this one, only older is really what it looks like. With the hand on it, with the hand with the eyes on it. This is a kind of the old copy that you see a lot of times, which I am pretty excited about. So got this. 2 more left. We've got a nice old copy of The Stand. This is still complete and uncut. It says the first time complete and uncut, so this must be one of the older editions of the complete and uncut. But it's still got the classic cover art there, so that's pretty cool. I haven't read The Stand in a while. And the last one is another copy of Dolores Claiborne, exactly like the one in here. Again, Dolores Claiborne, fantastic literary novel. But yes, I am very happy with these. Love my new Stephen King books. And yeah, that is all our videos today. Thank you very much for watching.